Hello
What's
and
going
good
on with your
evening.
mic?
Hey there, MCH.
What's going on with your mic since you mentioned stream title?
So I'm not sure if the audio sounds funny to you, but
It does.
yeah, my headset is no longer working, so I'm using an earbud instead. Hooray for me.
Oof. Well, that's just the thing you have to get back then.
I mean, it's literally not working. There's not much I can do about that.
Uh, yeah, I'm saying like a new one.
There's theoretically another one here, but I gave it to my wife, and she has no idea where it is, so
So yeah,
we'll
you
figure
just
that
have to get
out
a new
when
one.
we figure it out.
So yeah, basically just get a new one, more or less.
More or less, but probably at some later point. The audio, I don't think, is too bad.
Okay. Hey, Snowy.
That's not. Oh, hi, Snowy. I was gonna say in chat that's not Snowy, that's Shiny Celebi, but that is in fact Snowy in voice chat, and there's Shiny Celebi and Dino Guts in Twitch chat. Hello, everybody. All right, what the hell am I doing?
You interrupted a perfectly bad episode of Star Trek.
Which episode were you watching? Dare I ask?
It's not really that bad. I just thought I'd say that. The Equinox.
Which one is that?
Which
Where-
series?
Where Voyager finds another Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant.
Oh yeah, that's that famous Deep Space Nine episode. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's not that bad of an episode.
By the way, yes, I'm joking. I know Voyager specifically in Voyager.
Yeah, my brother actually liked Voyager to an extent. But as far as the new stuff goes, he mainly just is hit or miss on it, like most people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I-
Hello, Norman.
I tried the new stuff once. It's not good.
I never
Well, parts
bothered.
of it are not good. It's hit or miss from what I've seen. I haven't experienced most of it myself, but like the general consensus is Brave New Worlds shit, Picard shit. Discovery gets better after season 3. Lower Decks depends on who you ask. Prodigy good.
Right, Discovery gets bad after season 3? When is it good then? I watched the first season and it's just so bad I could not keep watching it.
Yeah, that's the first season though. Season 3, they accidentally time travel to a far future and they can't go back, and then shows like the end of the universe more or less.
Oh,
It
good.
becomes very unique from that point onward, basically.
I think
The
I'll
end of the universe.
except TOS, because for some reason I haven't watched that ever. I don't know why.
The original series is fine.
It is. It's fair for its day.
Yeah, it's. I mean, just like any series, it's got its stinker episodes, but it has some really, really good episodes too.
It's fair for its day, mainly.
Yes.
Disco lost the plot after 2, SNW isn't too bad, and Picard is well what it says on the tin.
I know a lot of people
who by the chance Pokedilda?
A lot of people really like Prodigy as a kid's first track. Even the adult fans like it. And Lower Decks was interesting. It didn't need made, but it has some fans for the later seasons, specifically when it gave it actual Trek states, despite keeping the sitcom humor.
It may surprise you all, by the way, to hear this, I don't really have a plan for today.
Tech
So,
stuff.
yeah. Right now,
Your
I'm
plan for today is to
backtracking.
show me an ad about internet feed.
Ah, perfect. Yes. Then I have accomplished my plan.
In any case, as far as my day goes, I was in an anxious mood for reasons I told Emmy earlier today, but
Yes.
I got a lot better midway through the day for one very big reason.
Okay, you didn't tell me this.
Basically, I got rights to my own fanfic back because 13 months ago, during the incident that caused me to be more active on this stream, there was one of the cornerstones of the whole conflict was my co-writer of a fanfic I was doing with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the few people that stood by me in that whole escapade contacted the co-writer, asked them if I could have full like rights to just continue it on my own without needing them, and they said yes, surprisingly.
Oh, well, that's good.
And it really brightened my day because this was a thing that was bothering me for 13 months, as I said.
Yeah, I can see that. Yes, Dinogots, my plan is to look for Shiny Mime Jr. Uh-huh, that definitely is what I'm gonna be doing. Definitely a good idea. Very
Sounds like an
smart.
idea to me.
It's an idea. It's not a good idea. But am I even allowed to have good ideas?
No.
Anyway.
No, you're not.
So how'd Monday's stream go?
It went okay. I mean, I've been using this stupid thing since... I don't remember. Like, Snowy, when were we having the difficulty hearing my audio? That was last Wednesday, right?
Was that the one with the surprise redhead fight?
Yeah, which surprise redhead fight?
Skyla.
Oh, you mean, yeah, so no, that was 2 weeks ago. You were here for the beginning of that one.
Yeah, but we're not getting into that again.
Right. But anyway, no. I just managed to upload 2 weeks ago's stream from this, and then not this past Mondays, but the Mondays before stream of Ace Attorney 5. So that's finally done, but I'll try to get the other two up hopefully soon.
Also, TIL, your favorite indie game, Henry Stickmin, you know what other game that dev did?
Among Us, right?
I thought you knew.
I mean, that explains why in the final game of the series, they have you going around collecting the little crewmate or crew member figures.
Yeah, because the first two were Flash games, but the third one didn't release until years later.
There are 5 in total. 5 or 6? Hang on.
Well, you know what I mean, like, most of them were Flash games.
Stealing the diamond.
I remember Flash games.
We all do.
Infiltrating the airship. No, there are 6 of them.
Okay, then yeah, the 6 was the one that was not part of the Flash games.
Yeah.
Either way, they also reference Henry Stickmin in the Amogus TV show. It's the original depiction of what aliens look like.
Yeah, I believe it. Henry Stickmin is definitely an alien. Yeah, Among Us is very sussy little bakas. They're all sussy little bakas.
I remember one time I made a Hackmon moveset on Smoggin that was just a Among Us joke. It was an Among Us with eject button as its hold item. It had illusion as its ability, and the moves were referencing Among Us tropes like dying in electrical for discharge or Sucker Punch was the imposter's animation. U-turn was venting, and I can't remember the last move, but either way, it's basically meant to be the imposter.
Yes, but I'm not the imposter. I would never be the imposter. That's
You're
why
the
my mic
imposter.
is the same as it's always been.
I think you
Yeah.
vented.
You think I what?
Vented.
Oh. No. I have no idea how to do that. I have never played Among Us a day in my life.
That one I actually believe, to be fair.
I have not. I actually haven't.
That's why I believed it.
Yeah.
Neither have I, neither have I, even though I wouldn't mind it if I could find a good group to do it.
I mean, honestly, one of the
Goblins!
One of the things that I certainly
I am
wouldn't
not opposed to
want-
that MCH. Sorry, me.
What about goblins? Or what were you saying? I'm sorry, I lost the plot.
I was saying the goblins can play Among Us.
Yeah, so I was going to say that I would actually think that it would be a fun idea to play it among, like, I mean, me and my VC games, for example.
Yeah. That's
Where
why I
we'd
said
all stream,
goblins. 'Cause
yeah, we'd all basically stream on our own channels, and then we'd have different perspectives depending on whose channel we're watching. And then, laddies and lassies, we'd vote on our imposter after every round, and we'd see who the actual imposter was.
I feel like that would also lead to stream sniping, though.
What do you mean by stream sniping?
That's a classic tactic in Among Us streaming, where you just look at someone's stream to see if they're the imposter or not.
Oh, that's a very, a very dishonest tactic. I do not encourage people to do that.
Yeah, it's a proper tactic in a lot of games with PvP.
It's possible, but at the same time, it is a really dishonest thing to do. And
It is very dishonest.
Here, so
It's
I-
definitely
be dishonest with friends.
it's definitely a thing I don't want to do. I'm just saying is that it opens up possibility if one random person were to do it, you know.
If someone
it
were
could
to
be
do
some-
that with one of my streams and in one of my groups, I'd disown them from the group permanently. There'll be no redemption from that.
Yeah, cheating is not a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not talking about any of us cheating. I'm talking about like someone in random chat going from chat to chat going like, oh, so-and-so's the imposter.
I do
No,
not
I
think
would not
anyone in the
tolerate
community
that.
would do that.
Yeah.
No, I don't either, but I wouldn't
And
tolerate
if
that
you
much,
did,
that's why.
I'd ban you on site with no chance for appeal.
Okay, fair enough. Then
We
we're
didn't
good.
encourage cheating here, either by the participants or by chat.
At least in
Basically,
PvP.
Basically, we have an unwritten rule: don't ruin it for everyone else.
Aye.
Yeah. And basically, it's a PvP game. Cheating in PvP is always AU.
And most of us here in this group would be Mafia players on the War Room anyway, so we understand
Yeah.
that.
Or
This sort
we're
of
in
thing is-
Snowy in you case.
Or were, like, we all have experience with these sort of things. So we know better than to cheat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind returning to Mafia one day.
I'd have to actually download the game first though, but I'm pretty sure we can get that on Steam.
You
Yeah.
can,
Among Us
would
is
be
also
fun.
cross-play if you have it on Switch or something too.
Aye, but it'd potentially be something we could do as a special event or something.
Yeah. Also, Snowy, if you want to get back in the Mafia, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, I'm hosting one in a couple weeks.
Not really in a condition at the moment to be able to play something like that. So,
Gotcha.
I just didn't have
I'm
the
just
time.
hosting one on Zelda Dungeon after the current one finishes.
Hey,
And given
MCH, do you know what me favourite Pokemon character is?
Metagross.
Aye, Snowy be
No.
right. It be Millie. Millie be my favourite character in Pokemon.
You said character, not Pokemon.
No, I
In
know
which case
exactly
it was-
what he was going for there. He's mentioning how much I love the great and wonderful Millie, because of course I love the great and wonderful Millie. He's fantastic,
God.
he's great and powerful, and I talk about this in my Scottish accent just to emphasize how much I love him, and how great and
Hasn't been
wonderful of a
enough
laddie
time
he
yet, by the
is.
way, Snowy.
Since
What?
what?
I didn't hear
Since
that.
the wheel spin? I know it hasn't. It's only been 4 minutes. I got to do 5 minutes of the Scottish accent and 5 minutes of the Millie talk. So I will continue
I
being
was just
tsundere
wondering if
for
one of
Millie.
us was keeping track of it or not.
I got the screen open and it tells me when I have how much time has passed since the rewards have been redeemed. I didn't use the egg timer no more because it's too loud for me wife and well, Millie might be my wife in game. The real life wife always comes first. But Millie's
You
my
could
number
set
one in
timers on your
games.
phone.
I didn't have my phone in here. I didn't have my phone in my streaming room. That's rule number... Well, technically that's rule number 2. Followed immediately by the first rule, which is we always love Millie in this house.
Makes sense to me.
It's the best rule. It's the only rule that matters because Millie rules.
Yeah, makes sense.
Millie rules, redheads drool. That's just how life goes. They wish they could be as good as the wonderful and magnificent Millie, but they can't.
No one
Nobody
won't be
can.
that good.
Nobody can be that good. I try, but I need like an external thing to tell me how much time has passed.
What? I don't know what's going on. I'm tuned into another stream.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just saying how much Millie is fantastic and is able to innately is able to innately tell time without needing an external device because he's just capable of doing anything and everything. And PokeDelta, I mean, I open and close the door when I get in. So there's no technical rule about checking the door because I theoretically shouldn't have to. So, alright, I don't remember how many people I'd have to battle to impress the president or CEO guy or whoever. He's not Melly, so I don't really care, but...
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, it's all of them.
But it's okay. Like, I've only beaten 9, he wants me to beat 10, that's fair, but he's not Melly, so I don't actually care about impressing him. All I care about at this point is moving on, and maybe impressing Melly with how well I battle some of the upcoming people. I'm not sure if I should go and try to battle Bryson again. That was a very, very scary battle, and I'd feel better if Melly was there to hold me, but he's not here, and, well, maybe I can impress him if I manage to defeat Bryson, but do I really want to try that? No, I don't think I do. I think that I might want to impress Millie in other ways, and by that I mean let's go north. North, Millie, they almost begin with the same letter of the number bet.
What?
M and M is what Emmy is referring to. They're one letter apart.
Yeah, like I said, almost the same.
Number bet.
Yeah, almost the same letter of the number bet. Alright, here we are on Route 13. I wonder if there's a hidden item that I might be able to get as a present for Melanie. The wonderful, the extraordinary, the I'm just gonna run back and forth in the grass and see if there's anything that I can, Oh, Absol! I have not caught one of those yet. Well, let's give this a try. Yeah, I know. It's
So-
Dawning's favorite Pokemon, and I hadn't caught it yet. At least if it was Melly's favorite Pokemon, I should have caught it.
Isn't that just Skuntank?
I wonder if I have Skuntank. If I don't, I'm a traitor to all things Melly.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Jay. I'd actually have to check my decks for that, because I honestly do not know.
If not, you can always evolve a Skunky.
Assuming that I have one, but yeah. Yes, in fact, it is an Absol. Absol is not Melly's favorite Pokemon. I'm not even attacking it, Pokedelta. Like, I am just throwing, which is a terrible, horrible idea, mind you. But I am just throwing Pokeballs at it. Just like a standard Goblin, it's going to cost me a lot of money and or eat all my shinies. Oh, on a related note to when goblins eat my shinies, I did something very good in Tears of the Kingdom for my second playthrough last night.
Oh?
I hover biked my way over to the King Leok Islands, slaughtered the hell out of them, and on each one of those 3 I left a Traveler's Medallion, so that as soon as a Blood Moon hits, I can travel right back there and farm them for resources. Because that's all they're good for.
Yeah. So I'm currently just waiting for... I'm currently just watching our stream in the background.
So you've said. I mean, yes, even monsters have loved ones, but we're not talking about goblins. We're talking about Gleok. Gleok would terrorize even the goblins. But they're kind of just up in remote places. So,
Not
it's fine.
not moblins though. Moblins are their own species.
I know. There's Bok-Goblins, there's Moblins, there's Lizalfos.
There's Stoneblins and Wind Waker.
There's Horiblins. They're horrible. And one of them is named Henry. Yeah, Dawning was telling me all about Henry the Horiblin and how I should never hurt him because he's her friend.
I'm currently just, aside from the stream I'm watching, I'm also been playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds again.
You're doing what now?
Playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Oh,
It's a much better game than Mario Kart World because it actually sticks to a tried and true kart racing formula as opposed to trying to be an open world with nothing to do in it, you know.
Oh, by the way, on a related note to like Tears of the Kingdom and stuff like, I heard something interesting, but I cannot verify this. Was Link originally left-handed?
Yes.
Yes.
All the way up until
shit.
all the way up until Twilight Princess GameCube because the Wii version had to make him right-handed to fit on the Wii.
Well, screw those controls. Everyone else could deal with their controls being backwards for once in their fucking life. They hand-washed him.
He
But
was
also,
he was also left-handed on the 3DS game, wasn't he?
DS and 3DS games as well as the first Hyrule Warriors. He's only been right-handed in 4 games, one of which is a port of an existing game he's left-handed in.
They hand-washed him.
Cause like Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, okay, those make sense, motion controls. but he's right-handed for some reason in the Wild Duology despite the lack of motion controls.
You see, the only time that I've ever seen Link is Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where he holds his Master Sword in his right hand. So I had no idea until today that Link was left-handed.
It's one of his most defining characteristics, since, again, only 4 games he's been right-handed in.
Good. Put him back to being left-handed.
They already did. Echoes of Wisdom came out after Tears of the Kingdom, and he's left-handed in that game.
Oh,
basically,
good.
if it's not a 3D game or on the modern era, he will be left-handed.
Good. I don't know why he wasn't left-handed in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
No one does, because it doesn't have the motion controls excuse anymore.
It really doesn't.
In fact, this is what makes the motion in the right-hand banging Wii version of Twilight Princess so funny, is that it ends up mirroring the game's world 1-to-1.
Yes.
So the game is so they literally had to have the text relayed over it, because otherwise the text was mirrored too.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, that's hilarious and also very annoying. Like, I don't understand why they couldn't have just had Link remain left-handed, even with the damn motion controls. Let right-handed people experience what it's like to be left-handed every once in a while, or experience a left-handed's world every once in a while.
Because it'd be cumbersome for the motion controls.
Yeah, well, guess who has to deal with cumbersome shit all the time and gets no sympathy for it?
Yeah, motion controls and touch controls are always designed with right hands in mind, so...
Yep. So let him suffer for once.
That would give you so much hate, and I don't agree with that personally, but whatever.
Better than hand-washing a character.
I'm ambidextrous, so I'm no horse in that race.
Me either.
I mean, are there... Yeah, I know the world is dominated by right-handed people. That's why I said, let them experience the world of a lefty for once. They don't understand the pain.
My issue is that they could have kept him left-handed but made the motion controls still work with right hand. Is what I think they could.
Or, here's a novel idea for motion controls. Allow them to be set up either lefty or righty.
That takes a bit of work to do, depending on the game. Like, Skyward Sword did that, believe it or not, despite Link being right-handed in that game.
Good. That's the correct solution, other than making Link right-handed. That's the correct solution. But anyway, I'm pissed off about this because I had to do something very dangerous and potentially lethal recently.
Oh.
Use a can opener.
Oh! Like a manual one, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And those are always designed with right hands, so I can see why that'd be lethal.
Yep. I did it with my left hand.
Yeah, those are not designed for lefties in mind.
Nothing is. Nothing. So it's like I say, let right-handed people suffer every once in a while.
I wouldn't say that. There's still stuff like keyboards.
Keyboards are fun. But keyboards are designed, if you want to say that they're designed for lefties, it's because they assume that most people are mousing with their right hand. So even that is still mostly right-hand bias.
You could argue the other way too. Like the other half of the home row is based off if you're using the left hand for a mouse.
Jay, I want everyone to suffer. Especially, no, not especially myself. Not myself. Ignore what I said. Nobody suffers today. Or ever. Alright, now watch this turtle outspeed a Rapidash. I mean, yeah, the Leftorium, as run by Ned Flanders, does have some actual real-world counterparts.
I forgot on that episode.
Also, I hate this so much. Thank you, Rapidash, for reminding me why you're such a good Pokemon. But you're not on my team, so you did this to me, and I'm very sad.
Yandere-chan.
Yeah, my beloved. That's just gonna bounce right off of Wanda. Ooh. That did more than I thought it would, but Wanda's defenses aren't great. I mean, if everyone suffers, nobody is happy. And that's just not good. So you know what?
But,
I don't actually...
But you suffers, you're the one that's happy, so...
If I suffer what?
If everyone but you suffers, you're the one that's happy.
No, I feel like I would not be happy in that case. I'd be surrounded by suffering people and they'd probably all be complaining to me. And then I'd feel bad because I wasn't suffering, but I was technically suffering by having to listen to them complain about their suffering.
Karen would like to speak to your manager.
That's my mother-in-law.
I did not know that, TIL.
Anyway, that's beside the point. But my actual manager is my wife. Like if you want to speak to my manager, you'll have to speak to the woman upstairs, and I don't think she wants to speak to anybody except maybe
except you.
Yeah, she's actually happy with me these days.
These days.
Well, sometimes I screw up. Nobody's perfect. Oh, look, a Driftblim.
I thought we said Melly's perfect.
Melly's fictional, therefore he can be... Yeah, fictional characters can be perfect.
Like Urza, or Yoko, or Irizu.
Or Edgeworth.
Edgeworth's not perfect. Hold it! Okay, I guess Edgeworth is perfect. He's so perfect that he's not lost to Edgeworth. I always have my Edgeworth. Where have you been? Like, he's the best prosecutor, he's the wonderful guy, and his sense of style, his sense of timing, his presence in the court, they're all absolutely magnificent and glorious. And just seeing him absolutely commanding and dominating at the prosecutor's bench, it really is a glorious sight to behold. And
that's why I mentioned Edgeworth being perfect, because I knew I'd have to redeem that.
I saw that coming, yes. But no, he really is. Like, he's perfection incarnate, and easily, and far and away, the smartest living person in Ace Attorney.
Okay, but that's actually true, let's be real. Because who's his competition?
I am aware that he has, like, no competition for that. But it's, again, it is true. It's very true. And we all respect him for that. Like, he's the one smart guy in a room full of idiots, and we all feel sorry for him as a result of it. But it does also allow him to shine far brighter than either of these two Pokemon, Solrock and Lunatone. You know, Lunatone's basically just a reflection of the sun anyway, but even the sun isn't as bright as Edgeworth. Edgeworth is very
a white giant.
Yes, he is in fact a white giant. He might be a gas giant. No, he's not a gas giant.
No, because he's not a planet. If he's brighter than the sun, he has to be a star himself.
Phoenix is a gas giant because everything that comes out of his mouth might as well be flatulence.
That sounds about
True.
Yeah. I'm only half joking on that one. But honestly, yes.
That is actually, yeah. Especially in the later games where they make a point about his iconic bluffs in the original trilogy, as you've seen.
Here's what I find hilarious. Who the hell's bright idea was it to invite Phoenix Wright to a famous legal academy to actually give a lecture? And who thought that was a good idea, but not inviting Edgeworth? Like, that was just
They
horrible.
invite Clavier instead, which, okay, fair, Clavier is pretty smart himself.
He's no Edgeworth.
No, he's not.
Everybody wishes they could be Edgeworth, including Clavier, who had to go start his own rock band just because he needed to be a fraction as cool as Edgeworth is. Just innately.
And Francisco legitimately has the inferiority-superiority complex compared to
really
him. Like,
does.
That's like her whole character arc.
Yeah, and Goto learned basically everything there is about being a prosecutor from watching the likes of Edgeworth and Manfred von Karma.
And Winston, to a lesser extent, because this is back when Winston was competent, remember?
Nobody learned anything from Winston other than how to lose hair.
Well, he was competent in 3-1, remember?
Yeah, so they claim. But yeah, no, Edgeworth was probably was off saving the world. He didn't have time to give a lecture.
What new ME lore? Not just more Edgeworth tsundere.
Okay, I thought this black belt might have been a gym leader in disguise, because I'm still waiting for one of those to drop. But thank goodness, not yet.
In the Gen 7 hack I played, they did similar with making a lot of the post-game NPCs in gym leader character. I mean, important NPCs. This was an Usum pack, so they turned a random scientist into Colress, because Colress was in Usum's post-game.
See, I don't well, okay, I think Juggernaut's about. No, Juggernaut lived. Okay. That's good. Seed Bomb. I thought Juggernaut was about to get wiped out because this thing had sturdy. Bad shock. Anyway, I don't even remember what.
It was something about the chorus in the Gen 7 hack.
Oh yeah, so Chili, when I ran into him at the Abundant Shrine, specifically made a point about being in disguise, but nobody actually, like, so it's acknowledged that they're using regular trainer sprites and they're in disguise, but why the fuck are they in disguise? Nobody tells me that.
Probably the undercover to find the 7 sages or something, I don't know.
And at least mention, also, I don't think so, because Clay was really not far from one of them and did nothing about it. Well, that Intimidate didn't do you any favors, Juggernaut, but you did really well. No, I
To
mean
be
maybe
fair-
laziness on the creator's
To
part,
be fair,
but
given Clay's role in the next game, that kind of makes sense.
I mean, given Clay's attitude in general, it kind of makes sense. But like, if that's the whole reason they're in disguise, I can't believe that when Clay is right next to one of the 7 sages and does absolutely nothing or doesn't even mention it at all.
Okay,
In
fair
fact, what
enough.
is he says something like "frickin' L-man" or something.
I was just giving a potential explanation. And,
He is so out of character.
Okay,
Yes,
thanks, fine. So Dad is giving me mini donuts. I'll be right back.
Donuts are good. But yeah, it might just be because, you know, again, the gym leaders obviously have their overworld sprites and all of that. So, you know, you could theoretically take one and plop it somewhere if you wanted to. But you would actually have to plop it in and potentially remove an NPC. I also think that it's an added thing where it's like you're wandering down the route and boom, you get ambushed by a gym leader. Like the biggest sin out of all of this is that Skyla, the pretty redhead, disguises herself as a blue-haired lady. Don't do that, Skyla. Please. Don't be like that.
It's the Iowa State Fair this week, so that's why Dad got mini donuts.
Good. Donuts are good.
Not sure if these ones are kosher or not, but...
Probably not, but donuts are still good.
Yep.
I am going to need...
the Iowa State Fair, you probably wouldn't be able to have like 95% of the food there.
Yeah, that is almost certainly a given. Alright, so this is where I just was. There's nothing over there. I beat that guy up. Aha! A special encounter. I do not have one of those yet.
Hey, we caught something! Yay!
I mean, I caught Absol already.
We caught another thing! Yay!
I haven't actually, but like, I will catch this probably. Probably, he says.
And before it grows legs, thankfully.
Yeah, good lord. Who thought that mega was a good idea?
Someone who liked being a memer, I guess.
I mean, look. There's a lot of megas that I think don't look as good as other people think they look, but I feel like most of us can agree Mega Starmie is just... Ugh.
Most of us would disagree, actually, given the common consensus as memes.
I mean, it is a meme. Like, it is specifically a meme. And I'm trying to think about how I feel about meme Pokemon, because I am using Delibird on my team.
There was a 24-hour stream they did on April Fool's this year that was a Mega Starmie running to advertise Pokemon TCG.
You know, I've never done an April... Okay, I think I have done April Fool's streams, but I think they've been purely dictated by whatever Bulbagarden's doing for April Fool's that given year.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
Oh, see you around, Snowy. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Bye. Bye, chat. I might be back later.
Bye.
I don't know, but bye for now.
Alright.
But yeah, like... As I was saying... It was a 24-hour April Fool's stream of a, like, 10-second clip of Mega Starmie.
If I were to do...
You know.
Okay, I'm starting to think now, which is dangerous. If I were to do an April Fool's stream, what should I do?
One of my friends has the usual joke of claiming it's one game, but it's actually another in the same series or same genre or whatever, and put quotations around it to make it clear that it's not actually going to be the game in question. For example, he would go Zelda Wind Waker, and the quotations around Wind Waker would make it more clear that it's actually going to be Breath of the Wild, for instance.
I see.
Because the quotations mean it's not actually going to be Wind Waker, it's going to be a different Zelda game.
Yes,
Because
so
the Zelda part that... Or like, another good one was Bullet Hell, and the quotations were around that, so like, you know, it wasn't going to be necessarily Toho or something, but it was still going to be within the genre.
Okay, thank God. It is just a fisherman. I thought maybe this fisherman out here in the middle of nowhere would be a gym leader. I don't know which gym leader it would be, but that is kind of what I expected.
Press.
It was a possibility, although it was Chili that I banned.
Yeah, but if they might not necessarily adhere to that and do all three of them, you know.
He might have, yeah. Hell.
In which case, a fisherman would definitely be Cress.
Yeah, but it's not. It's just a regular old gym leader, or non-gym leader. No gym leaders here. It's just a fisherman who used hail when I have an ice pipe on the field. Ah, big ball. That does not benefit from hail, that benefits from rain, and is super affected by acrobatics. And Luminia. That really... Go ahead.
As I was saying, yeah, that's my friend's April Fool's idea. If you did an April Fool's, though, it could just be something like a stupid ROM hack or shitpost or whatever. Because like, there is a shitpost ROM hack out there called Celia's Stupid ROM Hack, which just as it sounds, except it never goes overboard with the shitposting.
I mean, look, I
came out like this year.
I'd have to consider. Like, there are things that I could do as potential April Fool's jokes. The question is, would I want to prank you all, or would I want to prank myself?
If you're pranking yourself, play a WarioWare game. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's a me, a Wario. I also don't have Tentacle yet.
Because WarioWare games are an experience, alright?
I believe I've seen that they can be, yes.
And I know which ones have skeletons and which ones don't, so I can advise you against the ones that do, you know.
That is, in fact, helpful. Although, again, more cartoonish skeletons, I tend not to have a problem. Like, the main reason that the stall oblins scared the fuck out of me the first time I saw them
was realistic.
Well, no, partially, but also they fucking came out of nowhere. I was literally jump scared by my own phobia.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't recommend you to play Twilight Princess eventually, though. That's because, again, that has a whole boss as skeleton being, so I don't think that's good.
I heard it has a cute redhead, though.
It does. A very cute redhead who also has the most character development in the game. But, again, there's a whole dungeon full of skeletons, including a boss fight. A giant boss fight.
I'd let someone else fight that for me. I'd give Emma the controller. Can you imagine? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, it would never work.
the point is that that game is probably not for you just because of that dungeon. Sucks too, because it's one of the darkest Zelda games.
Well, with a name like Twilight, I would assume so.
You say that, but
Yes, I assume that it's an integral part of the plot.
no, you say that, but I'm talking about the other Twilight. The one that was made fun of in Ace Attorney.
Yeah, well, listen. That's just dumb.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just dumb. But yeah, like, that game deals with the concept of morality more than any other Zelda game. Because, like, Zelda games usually have the clear-cut good evil, defeat the evil. But that game delves into more morality about the characters, how sometimes characters that are in the light might not be so good intentioned. Characters who are technically have dark powers might be better intentioned than you would think, that sort of thing, you know.
Huh. Fun.
And it deals with more, and like the cute redhead's character development literally revolves around, she initially sees Link as a means to an end for revenge, but eventually grows to genuinely bond with him over the course of the game and stops using him as a tool and more as a human, you know.
Or a Hylian, in his case.
Yeah, but you get the point.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's another thing. There is another skeleton in the game highly implied to be the original Link from Ocarina of Time. But he teaches you, he's a benevolent skeleton. He teaches you all the sword skills he never got to teach his own descendants while he was alive. So seen as you're his latest descendant, he teaches you that posthumously.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Also, the other really dark Zelda game, Majora's Mask, is on NSO. That one I do highly recommend you play if you can get around the time mechanic.
I do like the Majora's Mask. It is my favorite item from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Makes my life so much easier.
The game it comes from is the other darkest Zelda game, because it deals with the inevitability of death and end of the world and all that.
Yes, the moon is going to crash or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I am aware of the general premise.
And you're constantly stuck in a time loop where no one can ever remember your actions except for select things you can save as you progress with the game. So like if you wanna, you might have to redo a side quest you've done earlier in the game, later in the game, for instance, you know, just to get the reward again.
Interesting.
Because only so many things stay permanent between each loop.
I don't like this. This sounds like it's gonna be tedious.
It's not tedious. It's more that you have to manage your time.
Oh, I'm horrible. Look at me playing any game and tell me, am I good at managing my time?
Fair enough. But yeah, like, if you can get beyond the time clock management, it's actually one of the darkest games in the series and one of the most beloved for that reason. In fact, there was actually a fun story behind its development.
Fuck.
You see, Miyamoto was trying to pass the reins to a new director for the series, but Anamura came up to Miyamoto and said, "I can make a new Zelda game in a year." And Miyamoto's like, "Yeah, as if," and then he did.
Granted, this is a very shocking development.
Granted, he had to reuse a lot of Miyamoto's assets from Ocarina of Time, but that's how he got the role for director for the series to this day, is by making Majora's Mask within a year with a bet from Miyamoto.
Well,
It's kind of
long
hilarious.
Hey, what the hell? All right.
Static.
Yeah, I got static, but okay, I'm not too worried. Okay.
Yeah, basically the game was made on a bet, and that's why Anamura took over the series as director, more or less. It's such a weird tidbit that.
Fuck, I forgot about the light screen.
Oh, the light screen, right?
Oh, also, this thing is fighting type. I forgot that this thing is fighting type. To be fair,
Uh-oh.
that's not something that I would remember.
Are you buying a gym leader on accident?
Yep.
Who? Looks like Alyssa.
Yep.
Ooh.
At least it's a single battle.
Gym leader jump scare then. Hey, she's best friends with the cute redhead and marries Clay, so she's awesome automatically.
Yeah, she's fine. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't betray me. Nice punch. Alright, this thing is fighting.
I remember telling my friend who's not into Pokemon as a game, but likes his characters and stuff, that Alyssa ends up marrying Clay, and he was like, good for him, because he doesn't like Clay's design.
Yeah,
so
well,
when I told him, what if I told you Alyssa ends up marrying him? He was like, good for him!
I mean, it's not actually canon, but
It's all
really
but
think
canon because it's all but canon because Lacey comes from Nimbasa and likes cute Pokemon.
And uses electric types in addition to her, ooh, you're gonna get paralyzed too, Jolteon.
In addition to her Minior, no less, which is a rock type.
Not Minior, Excadrill.
Right. Which we know her father is Clay. So
yes.
It's all but canon.
Basically. Ooh. Ooh. And yeah, we technically don't know Elise's natural hair color. Oh, Vanchilla. I know all about this.
Given her, if we follow the logic that Lacey's her daughter, maybe
it would have to be some kind of reddish or pinkish hair, yes.
But since she's a model, she can dye at any time anyways.
Right. I mean, technically we don't know if blonde or black are even... Ooh, good job guarding me. If blonde or black are even her natural hair color. Or, yeah, Lacey could be.
I mean, when both her parents are famous, that would be easy for her to access. Because, keep in mind, both her parents in that case would not just be gym leaders, they're also famous in different professions.
I mean, yeah, so the fact of the matter is, right, they say that her father is a gym leader without mentioning that her mother is a gym leader. Which lets me believe that Elisa would have, because, you know, again, mother, fashion model, gym leader, right? All of those might be a bit much for anybody. So maybe she just stepped down as a gym leader to focus on her modeling career.
Not only that, but like her father is also an entrepreneur on top of gym leader and father.
Yep.
And someone probably had to raise her at that point, and Alyssa probably fits the bill more at that point, let's be real.
I mean, I wouldn't want Clay to be left alone to raise a child.
Especially since he's probably busy with his gentrification of Driftville anyways. Hold on.
Yep, yet another acknowledgement that these guys are in disguise. But okay, I was specifically saving Baconator for last, right, in reserve, just in case, and it made her Zeb Strike a joke. But let's be fair, right? That
I'm
battle was
back. What
still
I miss?
not much. That I was just saying that battle was still easier because it was a single battle as opposed to a triple battle or rotation battle like some of the other gym leaders had.
Yeah. In the original game, Melissa was a wall for me because of both switching Molgas.
Yeah, you just need a good ground type to deal with that, and you can catch Grillbur or Sandile before her gym.
I think I used Sandile in my attempt because I was trying to train one up for Clay as well. Because X Control is an even bigger wall.
Yeah, well, it certainly can be, yes. Okay, that unexpected gym leader battle did not end in failure. Hooray!
But yeah, Black 2, White 2. If given Jim Phillips already changed her gym to fit her profession more, I'd probably retire from gym leader theory.
Yeah, it's believable. It's not canon, but it's believable.
Yeah, it's all but canon that she's her mother anyways, as we mentioned. It's not canon explicitly, but it's implied, sort of deal. Which sometimes head canons that are close to canon are the best kind of head canons, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look, I love my head canons. I really do. They're so much fun, and in some cases, I think they're better than the actual game canon or whatever continuity canon.
And we've been over that. We're not going to get into that whole rigmarole today.
I mean, but
head canons are always fun to have.
They are.
And if they're close to actual canon, but still technically a head canon, that's even better for me personally.
Yes. Like, if they could theoretically work without bending official canon, that's pretty nice. Unfortunately, most of mine bend official canon, or outright break official canon. In my defense, I don't care.
I know. But yeah, like, as an aside, I got a friend doing the Professor Oak challenge for Pokemon Diamond recently.
Oh,
no. He's almost done with it. He only has a Fossilmon from the underground and post-game left, and then he can go fight Heatran as the last Mon.
Alright.
But surprisingly, the big walls were all underground because he needed to gather a Sunstone, and he needed to gather a Moonstone in early game, but Moonstones are a rare spawn in Diamond, but not in Pearl.
Huh. Interesting.
So he had to go underground digging for hours and found much more Sunstones than Moonstones because the one he needed was the one that was rare to his version.
Yeah, that happens.
And the opposite also, and then that's not getting into the fact that post-game he needs to catch every Outbreak Mon as well as every post-game Safari Zone Mon. Just today he got the final one of those with Kangaskhan.
Lovely.
And he's been working on this for a few months, but took time in between to do Elite Green POC because there was a challenge on the site he does to keep track of these retro achievements. There's a challenge to get the Lapras and Leaf Green's main set. Like he already did that achievement in a long time ago on retro achievements, so the only way he could get it again is by doing the POC, so that's how he worked around that.
I see.
got the challenge done, got the POC done, then we turned to Diamond, basically.
I see. Very interesting.
Yeah, he's done a lot of POCs. The hardest one is Crystal, because you need to go on a very tight money route to make sure Mom buys a Moonstone for you early.
Fun.
But the one on Retro Achievements doesn't have that role. You can use, they delay Wigglytuff until after Goldenrod, whereas if you're doing true POC rules, you need to do it before, you know. So, technically he still did it before just to play it by the rules, but on the set he was doing, he could have delayed it if he wanted, basically.
Uh-huh. Who are you and what do you want? Oh, hey,
There was also...
I think I had one of those already.
Yeah, he's currently number 249 on the site, period. Which what makes that impressive is that the site has like hundreds of thousands of users, and he's in the top 3 digits, basically.
That's pretty good.
He's basically he's 249 on the site, just because he plays so many retro games and tries to master all the sets and beat them.
Yeah, well, I master nothing and do nothing. I just go around.
Yeah.
I have encountered so many Pelipper today.
And let me tell you, Retro Achievements being community run has some pretty insane stuff, thanks to a lot of individuals who make the achievements not having a general consensus on what constitutes a good achievement. Much like real life achievements on like PlayStation or Xbox, you know. So like because of that lack of general consensus carrying over, sometimes you get achievements that require you to do speed run tech, for instance. Like Mario 64 is infamous for that, because practically every speedrun tech in the book is an achievement, you know?
Sure. Oh, hey,
but like,
Hyper Beam.
But that's just one example. Others are more clear cut, just do everything in the game at your own leisure thing, sort of deal.
Sure, makes sense.
It just depends on who's making the set and how many people complain about some of the achievements, more or less.
Yeah,
being too easy, too difficult, whatever. You know?
Makes perfect sense, yeah. I love how you use Safeguard. Safeguard, Thunder Punch would normally have a chance to paralyze. Not with Wanda. Wanda is just purely a punching thing. Right? A little extra power with that sheer force and that life orb.
But yeah, it's a very interesting site, and while I have my own gripes about a lot of it for the games I want to play, it's okay sometimes. Like Dragon Quest VIII has a running gag of making a character say Core Blinding in Surprise, some of the scenes of which are hard to find. Well, every time they say Core Blinding in the game is a different achievement in the game. So you just get like 50 achievements named Core Blinding. It's kind of hilarious.
See, this guy says that he caught the same Pokemon, but he really... Oh, I'm suspicious of you.
Oh, is that supposed to be Cynthia?
No, that's not. Cynthia's in her own place in Undella Town. We found her. I know where she is. She's not in disguise. I was suspicious of the old man.
Oh, the old man. Gotcha. Old man.
Shell Smash Sweep. Let's go.
In any case, like... It's a funny little site, but... a lot of times the achievement names or whatever are kind of even more funny, because a lot of them are references to other media that the set maker likes, for instance. So you can just get some random deep cut reference, like Dragon Quest 1 has a reference to Xenoblade Chronicles in it. In its achievement set, just randomly, and it's so hilarious to stumble upon, you know. But then there's another one. There was another one that made me laugh really hard in Pokemon. In Pokemon, one of the Pokemon Professor Oak challenges, because it was an achievement for, I believe it was Porygon, and I can't remember what the joke was, but it was some really geeky Star Trek joke.
Of course it was.
It just made me laugh hard because no one else in the chat got it, but I did, you know.
Good.
I think it was the Kobayashi Maru, actually.
You know, I could believe that. Alright, Quagsire over here might actually have water absorbed. So even though strength is going to be resisted, it's better than potentially healing it, as I found out. Well, okay, never mind.
There was also an achievement in Pokemon Red for metronoming into explosion or self-destruct called Surprise Mechanics, which was a jab at EA infamously logging iconic characters in Star Wars Battlefront 2 2020 to new boxes and calling them Surprise Mechanics. So like it was a
Sire has recovered? Huh.
Weird.
I mean, movesets are obviously
so,
very different in this game.
Yeah. But it was a funny little jab at a very infamous statement by EA, basically, with that achievement, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You get the point.
Wow, how many turns in a row has Quick... And it's not necessary, by the way, because Quagsire's slow anyway. And there's Haze, returning all stats to normal. Alright, well that leaves me no reason to leave out Strawberry, so we'll go with Jitterbug.
Yeah.
What does Mist do? I'm also surprised it didn't use Recover again, but whatever.
There was a fun little game on. So I've been back and forth in between 3 games recently: Sonic Racing Crossroads, Kingdom Hearts Birthright Sleep, and East 4 The Dawn of Ease.
Right.
The last of which is a niche game because I mentioned that series to you when we were meeting up in Chicago, but this was a 1993 CD game for the PC Engine, the actual first CD-based console. It never came overseas because its overseas variant, the TurboGrafx 16, just flopped massively by that point in 1993. So we got East 1, 2, and 3 on it, but we never got 4. There was going to be a version of 4 for the Sega CD that would have been localized alongside some other Sega CD games by the same company. But while those other ones got localized, one was being the Holy Grail of Sega CD collecting, East 4's port never got materialized because there's kind of a weird history behind that game, a very long history. It was originally going to be the 3rd game, but then the actual 3rd game that we have today was originally going to be a spin-off, an original title before becoming a spin-off called East Garden, and then became East 3 2 weeks before release. That pissed off the developers so badly they left and formed their own company.
I mean, I can only imagine.
Yeah, but then the actual East 3 that became East 4, the one that I mentioned that was originally supposed to be East 3, it was originally going to be developed by Falcom again, but then thanks to the trouble with money at the time, they basically licensed it out to two different companies. The people who made the SNES port of East 3 and the people who made the TurboGrafx ports of the first 3 games. So those two companies took their own takes on the same design document, similar to Giant Ball Super manga and anime, you know.
I see.
And that led to another thing with the TurboGrafx CD version being considered better, but the Super Nintendo version was considered the canon one for years. And there was even an attempt at a remake by Taito on PS2, where they remade like 3, 4, and 5 all in one fell swoop, and they could all connect to each other. But those remakes all sucked, and in 3's case, it came out 2 weeks before the actual remake on PC, so oops.
Fine.
But then we wouldn't get a proper Falcom developed version of the 4th game until 2012 on the Vita. However, that version has a lot of baggage because whereas the original versions of the game were direct sequels to the original duology, the remake cuts all of that and tells its own story unique from any previous version while picking parts from previous versions it likes here and there. So it ends up just excising the sequel aspects to make it more standalone like modern games in the series are, and ends up making it just a divisive game compared to the originals, basically.
Yeah, well, sorry to interrupt, but I'm actually, before this happens, I'm gonna take a quick break. Lousy.
Well, let me finish. I got one more sentence.
Fair enough.
That Vita version got remastered fairly recently for Switch, but they have a remixed OST that you can toggle between the original or the remix. Do not use the remix one, it's awful. That's all. You can
all right.
take your break.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna deal with Bird because I thought he was the other guy, but no, he's this guy. Hooray!
Who do you think it was, Bryce?
I thought it was the other old man that I deliberately saw that looked suspicious. I thought this guy had a gram, but apparently I was misremembering. Ugh.
Gotcha.
Gym leaders everywhere.
See if I was either Bryson or Clay, I'm guessing. $8.48. I'm also going to use this excuse to be right back. I'm back, chat. Emmy is still not back, I see.
Set for this seed.
Movie down.
All right, now to deal
Welcome
with
back.
this. Thank you.
Well,
Sorry about that.
So, there's a thing in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer that's kind of small, but I'd like to point out for the sake of pointing it out.
Okay.
You see, in Kingdom Hearts 4's trailer, there's a scene where Hades from Hercules just talks about Sora not being in the Greek afterlife, while Dawn and Goofy are visiting him to ask about Sora's whereabouts to see if he's dead. But given this is the same guy who beat him 3 times across 3 different games, you'd expect him to badmouth Sora. But given this is Hades we're talking about, he still is a professional at the end of the day. Since Dawn and Goofy came to him on business matters, he's talking to them as, well, the ruler of the dead, not as someone who wants to take over Olympus.
Jay, I've got no idea. This is a Kingdom Hearts thing. I don't really know Kingdom Hearts that well, or like at all.
It's about Hades from Hercules as being like a businessman when he's not trying to take over Olympus as a whole.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's all. Because Sora basically disappeared after the events of Kingdom Hearts 3, and since Dawn and Goofy came to him on business matters, he's not bad-mouthing Sora or anything. Well, I know a lot, as does LG, which is a thing I wanted to bring up with him, but he's rarely free on Thursdays, and he's still recovering, so...
Yeah, he has not been feeling well lately. Thank God.
Yeah,
Bird, you're an idiot.
He's been getting lots of status updates to me, and he's recovering at least.
Yes, I am aware.
Yeah.
Okay, that could have been bad, but that was not bad. Does rock resist flying?
You do realize, Jay, that villainous depictions of Hades go far beyond just Disney's depiction. It's existed for centuries.
Yeah, I think I saw that comment. But this should do okay.
Besides, as long as the film's good, I don't really care how close it is to the actual story.
Shell Smash. I know Shell Smash story is a strategy, and I cannot say that I like it. And the white herb is an excellent complement to that. This ain't gonna be good. Yeah.
You would have...
Yeah.
You do realize that's one of our most beloved films, right, Jay? Like...
Please don't speak.
Like...
Thank God.
That's the film that started the Disney Renaissance, and continues to have relevance to this day. No, but I'm telling you, you should. Maybe. I'm not you, so.
Oh, come on!
Personally, I don't care.
Oh, come on! I call bullshit on that.
Yeah, I know that, Jay. I don't care how close it is to the original story, I just care if the movie's good. Because adaptations, no matter what, are gonna change stuff up. That's just the fact of adaptations. Like, for an example, take the Persona 4 anime. Kami didn't have a shadow self, but he does in the anime.
This is not good.
And that's not
God.
unique to Disney either.
No! Okay. Okay, just live, Jitterbug, live! No! Oh, fuck you with that critical! Was that necessary? Was that necessary? Well, this has gone south very quickly. Again with a fucking critical!
Yeah, revives, you can use them.
I refuse. You'll live this.
I know, and that's your
it.
downfall.
It's not my downfall. I will beat the battle without revives, or I won't beat the battle at all.
Okay, your downfall.
Oh, well, this is an excellent final matchup. Wait, he's got two more Pokemon. Or do I have two more Pokemon? No, I've got two more Pokemon.
Yeah, he has just this one.
Yes, I win. See? I told you. I will win without revives, or I will not win at all.
And that's what I meant by the downfall part, is not winning at all.
Yeah, but like, if they don't use... If they don't use, revives, why should I?
They use other items.
Yeah, to be fair, I could theoretically use other items, like a full restore, but... And if I had, then my second battle with Clay, or whichever was the second to last battle, but I probably would have won. But, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Jay is upset because I beat the bug guy.
Yeah.
That was another instance where I kept Baconator in reserve just in case towards the end. And I was right to. It's always a matter of resource management. I'm not saying you shouldn't be rooting for the bug guy.
I'm not either. In fact, I'm saying you should, because it's not rooting for me.
Gee, thanks. Yeah, this up here is the guy that I thought might be burned. I thought the guy that I spoke to was just an idiot with a... Like, I swear he has a gram in the original. Like,
to be fair, I'm joking with that statement,
Yeah, I know. Where the hell is Graham 1? You know what? I don't care. I'm healing up my team before I talk to anybody else. Also, I do need cut.
I think Graham 1's on the left side.
It might be. I'll find it at some point. But again, my team right now is like a half-beaten to death Emboar and Gardevoir. So, you'll forgive me if I don't talk to anyone and if I go back to the Pokemon Center post-haste.
Yes. No, I'll never forgive you.
And nobody forgives me for anything. I don't forgive myself for anything. Alrighty. But yeah, okay. I do know where Bryson is. I lost spectacularly to him last week because I still had Flash on Jitterbug instead of Rain Dance. Plus, I had the 2 genies on my team because he was on the way to the Abundant Shrine. So the 2 gym leaders that I found but haven't beaten yet are Bryson and Iris. I could probably beat, because the 2 Pokemon that I didn't have for my battle against Bryson were my heavy hitters against Ice. Right? It was Emboar and Mawile.
That is, unless Kalain and Cress are here.
Please don't be a gym leader. Thank God, okay.
You know.
Alright. That does work, Jay. It'll have to wait until I'm done with this battle, but yes, you can indeed force me to use a Pokemon that I have currently in my boxes. Whatever Pokemon you want it to be. As long as I have it. It's been a while since anyone redeemed that, so good for you. That exists specifically for this reason. Ooh, excellent quick flying. I don't like that Dragon Dance. That Dragon Dance is scary. Take a strength to the face. Oh, you're just Dragon Dancing again. You know what? You like to dance. Go join that Tierno fellow.
And his sister.
Yeah. Probably hidden ability. Like, this, so the starters in this game, what I will tell you, is like every single starter in this game has, Surf, definitely Surf. Has its standard ability, right? Overgrow, God, what is the fire? Overgrow, Torrent, and then what's the fire version? I don't remember.
Overheat.
Oh yeah, the NPC is named, no, Overheat's a move.
Oh, right. Young's just Silver.
This is Silver. Blaze, that's it, yeah. So they all have those 3 abilities, but they also all have either their hidden abilities or like a special ability. So my Superior has Contrary. My Emboar has Adaptability. That hurt. I do not appreciate that, young man. Or young lady, I suppose, because that's a female, but I do not appreciate that regardless. Nail. That's
Try
a problem.
going for the quick ball.
Well, at a point like that, it's like, do I want to switch something out? Or do I just want to take the KO and get a clean switch? And in this case, I went for the clean switch. Alright, very good. That's why I said hidden ability or something that they came up with just randomly. Boy, this guy loves using Dragon Dance. Dance, dance, monkey, dance, you're gonna get hit by Thunder Punch.
Do the monkey.
And that dancing is gonna be all for Nana. Punch Crug! What a fantastic Pokemon! I'm gonna switch it up and use Ice Punch. The good
Why
old
does
days
youngster
when
have
Steel...
6 Mon is the real question.
For the same reason that because he's silver. I don't know. Yeah, this guy might actually be Tierno, not Silver. He was just trying to be edgier and gave himself the name Silver to disguise himself.
Yeah.
But I thought this guy might be a gym leader. Alright, so I have to go back to the Pokemon Center. Because I have to heal, but also because Jay needs to tell me what Pokemon to use.
I'll take that as a challenge to use Honchkrow, even though that's not actually what it is.
No. Also, I do have Honchkrow. I do. I believe I have Moxie Honchkrow.
I was joking anyways, I figured, because they
No,
said
yeah.
you.
Any ideas of what Pokemon... I mean, I assume it's going to be a bug. But any ideas on what Pokemon you would want me to use? I've got a bunch of them.
Wait, wrong gen.
I do have a bunch of them.
Can't say I agree there, Jay, but each their own, I guess.
One of the most hilarious things that I did in Pokemon Infinite Fusion... I'd have to check that, Jay. I don't think I have Leavanny. But anyway, as I was saying, one of the most hilarious things that I did in Infinite Fusion was I fused a Honchkrow and a Slacking. And I got a Honch King. With Moxie for its ability.
Bruh.
The one downside was the typing. Its type was normal dark, or dark normal. So, if that thing came into contact with a fighting type move, it was all over. Okay, I saw a Sawaddle.
Yeah, can't say I agree, Jay, but again, each their own. You're entitled to that opinion.
Yes. I saw a Sawaddle, but I don't think I have a Leavanny. Yeah, here is Sawaddle. Or, not Sawaddle, Swadloon. Let me check my Pokedex, though. Because that's the one way to be sure whether or not I have a Leavanny. If not, I am absolutely willing to take that Swadloon with me. Where's the search button? There. Pokemon found! Lickitung, Lapras, Loaded. Oh, it's going in Dex order, okay. It's like, this is not alphabetical at all. I do not have Leavanny, so, Jay, I will take this one along with me, the Swadloon. I assume that will work? Alright. Come along to the party, little one. And I know precisely what we're going to do with this. And I need to evolve it. Alright, first and foremost, let's sort this nonsense. We'll give it a EXP share. But I have to actually use it in battle. So we'll still switch it first. And let's see, there's probably still some battles over here on this route. Trainer battles specifically, I have to use it in. That's just brass up there. Battle you. I swear if there's another gym leader, I'm hooked.
I think it's the secret agent guy.
No, the secret agent guy is a treasure. He gives you treasure.
There was one in a house, I believe.
I switched them. I switched which old fart gives you grams and which one was the trainer. That was my fault.
Oh.
I knew one of the old farts gave you a gram. I just thought it was the one on the bridge.
I might get going now. Thanks for having me tonight, Emmy. Have a
No
good
problem.
rest of the stream.
Yep, and get some rest, buddy. I know you need it.
I know, I do too.
Alright. A shed shell. Try saying that for 5 million times fast. Ooh, I know where this goes. This goes to Lacanose Town. Or the giant crater, whatever the hell it's called. Whatever town it is that lacks noses. Yeah, this one. It's lack of nose town. No, I don't need to show you anything. I don't want to show you anything. Mail! Give me something better. No wonder this town lacks a nose. You know who else lacks a nose? I lack a nose. There is no nose on the little PNG thing that I use. Aha! This is battle number 1. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is an excellent battle for Swag League. So we had silver, we had platinum. I'm guessing that a lot of the trainers here are just named after various Pokemon games. Yeah, that's just gonna bounce off this shell. And for the hell of it, I figured you were gonna do that. might still be faster. Let's try waterfall. No, well, the quick claw screwed it, but sure. Don't paralyze. I said don't do that! There goes my double speed. Again, Rapidash just reminded me how great of a Pokemon she is. It's alright. I'd never forget my beloved Undella Town. I don't like that, but I wasn't going to be relying on Thunder anyway. Yeah, that is specifically a job for Bug Buzz. Pachirisu! It's another one where it's just specifically a job for Bug Buzz. Oh good, ad jail. We love ad jail. This is why I upload my content to my YouTube channel, where it's ad-free. But the difference is you don't get to interact with me live. Well, now I do want to use Thunder, so I'm gonna regret that. I instantly regret that. Yup. Instant regret. It might be, but Dawn didn't have a Rapidash. Still in ad jail. Good lord. Did they up the ads without me knowing? Crosslights. Oh, good. No, Ironhead. Ironhead's the... well... And my rain center is gone. Alright, well, that worked out fine. Lopunny! She did have a Baneri? What are you doing? Stop that. No, this is bad. So without sheer force, I take damage from the life orb. That's fine, we're close to the end of the battle anyway. Partly yes, not entirely. Dawn never had Rapidash, and Dawn never had Frostlass. Alright. That's one. Let's see, there's gotta be other trainers hanging around that I miss. Also, I could probably teach Swadloon Cut. It's actually stabbing this, which is funny. There you go, buddy. Better than Razor Leaf, except for the critical hit part, but... So, alright, hey, Swadloon, helpful. Very helpful, because I saw cut trees. That's a max ether. Down here is, down here's this running guy. We got these two. Metronome! Not the move, the item. Berg is down there. Alright, then there's also the cut tree. Look, another Absol. I don't remember if Happiness Evolution, well... I don't remember if Happiness Evolutions are still a thing here. Since I'm not in an immediate trainer battle, let me... not one. Jitterbug's fast should have no difficulty running from anything. By the way, my limited use of repels is for two reasons. One, to see if there are new Pokemon on the route, and two, see if I can find a full odds shiny. Would be fun. Alright, what's down here? Another item! Binding Band? The fuck does that do? Yeah, I've gone as far as I can go over here. And this means that I've battled, I want to say, all of the trainers that I can battle on Route 13. Oh, hey. Ooh, hey! We'll knock this thing out so that we can get some good XP for Swadloon. Are you sure that's Binding Band and not the Grip Claw? Well, you're gonna knock yourself out with that double, so thank you. You did not. Interesting. I honestly don't remember. Like, there are so many items these days, and even as of Gen 5, there were so many items, I don't remember what the hell they all do. Oh, that actually makes sense. Alright. Up here. is the giant chasm. I was gonna say the Great Crater, but that's a different game. Lack of Nose Town. Alright. Let's head out of this place. I'm sure it's not important. You're Lenora. I still haven't run into Lenora. Eustace Igglybuff. Oh, I meant to switch it. Damn it! I meant to put Swadloon in the front. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a baby. It can't do anything. See? See? Fake spears. Okay. Pedal Dance. Ow. For being quad resisted, that did not do much. Or sorry, that did a lot. To be fair, there's an almost 40 level difference. Don't worry, Jay, I'm on it. Never let that happen. Swadloon grew a level out of that. And Guard Maiden will just blast these things in the last millennia. Or next millennia, whichever. Nobody really cares. I figured that was going to be your last Pokemon. Psychic's going to do more. Again with the magic coat. Wigglytuff is bulky. Two levels for Swadloon. Only thinking about eggs. Delicious eggs. Hey! Swadloon evolving. And as previously confirmed, I did not already have Leavanny. So this is, in fact, very important. No, thank you. It's a citrus berry. I may find an egg. I will give me an egg. Do I have? I have. Yeah, and I evolved it. Alright. It's a solid bug. I really, really, really like the bugs introduced in Gen 5. I really do. Like Scolipede, Levani, Galvantula, Excavalier, Excelgor. What else? Genesect? Volcarona? Holy heck! There are a ton of magnificent bug types from Gen 5. Oh yeah, Crustle. Crustle is great. It is such a great generation for bugs. You're probably safe. Hello, Gold. Okay, so yeah, this is almost certainly because I think Gold. Maybe they're the manga teams. Maybe. Yeah, no, we had Silver, we had Gold, we have Platinum. Yeah. The trainers around here seem to be named after the various games. Obviously, these are not the original names that they had in Black and White. Typhlosion. Yeah. That, and Silver had Feraligatr. This guy has Typhlosion. Crystal's probably going to have Meganium. Bug type just beat a fire type. Platinum had Empoleon, yes. Yeah, this has got to be the manga team. I'm almost positive this is the manga team. You're probably going to try Sucker Punch, but... Yep. Did you ever tell me what? Ah! Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that, please. That's brilliant. Emperor Palpitoad. Well, Levani got a victory all by himself. I think we're gonna leave it at that, though. Not push our luck any further. That was fantastic. Like I said, someone please clip that. Perish song. I do not like the literal sound of that. Guard Maiden, stop punching yourself in the face. It's not helpful. One more try. Three turns in a row, huh? I have another idea. Damn! I thought he didn't have more Pokemon. Nope. Thanks, KR. I assume that's the clip. Is Vanny faster than Sunflora? I'm sorry, why do you know that? Jay, you can't blame me for this. I had no way of knowing that Sunflora knew Fiery Dance. I had no way of knowing that. And I switched in Leavanny specifically because I thought Politoed was about to use up its last Perish Song turn, and I could protect and everything would be fine. I was wrong. I'm pretty sure this is your last Pokemon at this point, but I was pretty sure about that before. So... No, it's not. Alright. Flare Blitz. Just take that thing out. They've got to be using the manga teams. Nasty Plot, that's fine. I still have a Perish count of 1. Punch it with Strength. Yeah, manga teams. It's a nice reference. And again, we cannot forget that Leavanny had a fantastic victory. You know what? I'm gonna go heal up before I deal with anyone else, because they're all probably very powerful trainers. Anyway, Leavanny has evolved. Well, Swadloon evolved. Leavanny got a victory in a battle, which is fantastic. Well done. But it's time to return Leavanny to the box. Good job, Leavanny. You were a very valuable team member. Nothing else I had Protect, so they would have taken full blast from that self-destruct. Holy shit, that was funny. Alright. We're getting close to level 100 with the main team, which is good, because I am absolutely going to need that for the final battles of the game. Alright, which manga trainer is this gonna be? Yellow! Yellow is great. I think Yellow is one of the better characters in the manga. This thing probably has Sucker Punch. Me first. Well, I'm glad I used Psychic. Man, imagine Eradicate using Psychic. You can keep trying that. You'd be better off using Psychic Punch. But not Psychic, Sucker Punch. Alright. Butterfree! Aww. Flashed it with Psychic. Unless it became Bug Psychic type. It did not. Quiver Dance is dangerous, though. I don't like that. No, Butterfree might get the KO here. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that Quiver Dance probably spells the end for me. Nope, nope, Juggernaut lives! Get him, Juggernaut! Go up. You've got Sturdy, but I'll still do as much damage to you as I can. Maybe freeze ya. Or you don't have Sturdy. Okay. And there's Pikachu. Kind of knew we were going to see that. Surprised it didn't quick attack. Go Shantabird! Go Shantabird! Keep going. That thing is ground in this game, I believe. So, yeah, that hurt. Omastar. I know what to do about that. God, Juggernaut's got a contingency for everything. In this game, yes, just like Embory is fire ground. See, that's the thing you have to keep in mind. Pokemon have different types, different abilities, different stats sometimes, so Butterfree is a fuck ton more powerful than usual in this. Like, that's one of the things that makes this game so interesting, is I want to say just about every single Pokemon is viable. Because even the weaker one, like, I'm fucking using a Delibird, which is normally a joke. But Delibird knocked out Zekrom and Hydreigon. Never forget the Juggernaut. Huh. I wonder if they're going to just be regular trainers or if they're going to be two manga trainers. Can I bet on you yet? Yes. Light Ball for Pikachu! Tiny mushroom. Always tiny. You should be able to do that pretty well. Okay, the issue is I think you'll still have difficulty getting bugs early game. I don't remember when you get the likes of Caterpie or Weedle or things like that. So there's documentation that comes with it. There's absolutely documentation that comes with it. So you should be able to figure out where bugs. Like, I don't use the documentation most of the time because I like to wander around like an idiot. Which one was this? Arcanine. Okay. Intimidate's not gonna bother me, but it didn't even seem to have that, so... Yeah, that smells about right. Crystal! Okay, I missed that this was Crystal. I really do like this concept, though. This is a great concept. And down goes Garden. That sucks. Still, set me up for a strawberry sweep, why don't ya? Don't burn me. Hell yeah. Waterfall. Actually, I probably should have used Surf. This thing might have Flame Body. It did not. Meganium. Yeah, that tracks. I did say the crystal would have Meganium, and I was right. Try it anyway. Boom. The water rock type beat up the grass type. And it'll beat up the other grass type. It might get effects for it, though. It did not. Hitmonlee. You might have Fake Out. Doesn't matter. Waterfall. Done. Xatu. I don't think we're gonna see Suicune. Would be funny. Marowak. Mold Breaker. Well, my sturdy was already broken. Good fight. Oh, and she gave me a citrus berry. Isn't that sweet? So yeah, that one breeder, like the male breeder, he wasn't a specific manga trainer. Everyone else, from like the end of Route 13 through here, has been. We had Platinum, we've got to have Diamond and Pearl somewhere. We've had Gold, Silver, Crystal. Will we have Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald? For right now, yeah, Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Platinum are who we've seen. Plus, technically, we saw red as that youngster fellow. Oh, this is a double. Use my second. Baconator works. No, wait, Baconator's got Earthquake. Baconator does not work. That was game red, yes. Hello, ladies. Manga Red would have Venusaur, maybe. And then these are just two random. I like your team. I really do like your team. Jitterbug. Wonder if these two ladies are romantically involved. That's why they're using Guard of One Galley. Dawning would probably tell me that the answer is yes. That's a hell of a move to use in a battle. What makes you think I need to write fanfics? It's Bad Jail again. How many frickin' ads do they have on this? Ah. Emolga I already have. It's not Audino, though. That might be it for the trainers here. Let me see if there's anything fun in the dark grass. Ooh, bug. Dustox, do not have. That means there might be Beautifly here, too. It might be a daytime exclusive, though. I do not know what I am going to do about daytime exclusives. I already know that, like, Scyther I have to evolve at daytime, so that's going to be fun. Unless there's a place that I can catch Scizor in the wild. There might be, I honestly do not know. Once I get to, say, the last 50 or so Pokemon, or I've already explored everywhere that there is to explore, I might just go through the documentation. Beedrill, which I do already have. Already got you. No, we already have one. Go away. Also, I don't know why you're Tranquil and not Unpheasant, but whatever. Ah, a double battle. I already have both of you. Well, there was one. There was one. I already have both of you. Not as yet, but I did catch a Dustox. That was Pokemon 444. Hey, Beautifly! I do not have one of these either. Welcome back, Jay. Thank you for the bug lock. Damn, didn't catch. And that's gonna hurt. Yep, that did indeed hurt. That didn't even bother trying to shake. Energy Ball should be quad resistant, right? Yeah. See, look at the movesets you get with these things in this game. Basically, all bugs have Quiver Dance. And you know what? Or at least all special attacking bugs have Quiver Dance. They damn well should. I do not like you. Yeah, there goes Dark Maiden. I'm not wiping to a Wild Beautifly, honestly. Worst case scenario, I send in Baconator and swish it. Which I'm not going to do if I can catch it, because I need to catch it. There we go. Critical catch it took to get the Beautifly. But I got it. I figured if Dustox was in this grass, Beautifly should be too. How do I get... Doesn't. Yeah, let's see. Because I gotta punt them from box 16, I'm gonna show you the stats on those. So here, right? Toxic, Bug Buzz, Quiver Dance, Tail Whip. That is a fantastic moveset. And then Compound Eyes. It's not great, but again, factor in that it's only level 65. That's pretty good. Like, that's better than your average Dustox. And the Beautifly, Shield Dust, and look, that is a solid special attack. Bug Buzz, Quiver Dance, Ear Slash, Giga Drain. That is a very solid special attack and a pretty good speed. Again, level 63. So comparing it to the stats of my level 80 to 90, right, it's, yeah. No, like, they made sure that the developer made sure that, like, all Pokemon would get good representation in these games. And you know what? Hell of a lot of respect for that. Hell of a lot of respect. Alright, let's see if we can find any more manga trainers. Probably not. Full heal. Yeah, because we're at the end of the route over here already. There might be some on the next route. We're halfway to Route 12. Okay, I'm on Route 12. What was the frickin' outbreak? Maybe it's Doduo. It might be, yeah, it's Doduo. Because that is a stupidly low level. I already have Doduo. But I already have one. I did fuse Rapidash and Gardevoir in Infinite Fusion. I had a lot of, like, I almost certainly will stream Infinite Fusion on this channel at some point. That is such a fun game. Oh god. Sandwiches. By the way, proof that sandwiches were a thing before Gen 9. Here. Village sandwiches. I could do this. I'm not going to. I want to see if I can find more trainers. Oh god damn it. This was not what I meant. I love how I was excited to find manga trainers and I found this instead. Single battle this time. She was a double battle in her gym. The Intimidate I do not care about. Air balloon. Why the fuck do you have an air balloon? I don't care, I'm blasting you with an Aura Sphere. Crunch. Yeah, that figures. It's not stab, though. And it was the Aura Sphere. Good girl, guard me. I think... Here's another one with Intimidate, right? And it also has Crunch. Yeah, that fucking figures. I should have used Psychic. Earthquake, huh? Interesting. Guard Maiden is down. I think Lenora. So you've got Earthquake, so these guys not so good. Go for the Jugular with the Juggernaut. That's 2 Pokemon with Intimidate. She couldn't possibly have more. Actually, there are a fuck ton of normal types with Intimidate. Boros, and Standler, maybe Buffalon. No. But that's going to be bulky enough to absorb a single Acrobatics. And now another, which doesn't matter because down goes Juggernaut. Yeah, I'd been surprised if you survived that. You probably also have Earthquake. That's the problem. A lot of or a lot of normal types have access to Earthquake. Didn't matter. Kangaskhan. That's an interesting one. That's probably got something like Dizzy Punch or Earthquake. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, so close. And I can't rely on Earthquake missing. I can rely on that. But that still puts me in a bad situation. Because Kangaskhan is faster. So my only chance there was if I crit, and I did not. That's fine. Everything is fine. What's Wanda's speed? 130. Baconator might be faster. Strawberry absolutely would not be. Jitterbug certainly will be. Fog Buzz. Yeah, no need to risk Thunder missing. Watchog! Floats in the air with the air balloon. You know, I feel like this was supposed to be a double battle. I really feel like this was supposed to be a double battle. That's right, you can paralyze electric types in this game. Fuck you, Watchog. Still faster. Oh wait, it's paralyzed too. Why is everybody paralyzed? Okay. You weren't, fuck you. Ambipom. Ambidextrous. Yeah, that bypasses speed anyway. But yeah, it fucking does a lot to Jitterbug. Jitterbug, not so high defenses. We're good. I don't know how many cards she's got. She can't have many. That's actually going to be painful. Oh, that was not as painful as I thought. Because I know Baconator's heavy. Oh, that was the last one. Hooray, I win. Why the hell are you gym leaders in costumes? Why? I don't understand it. Ooh, torpedo. I do not have that. I am not in great condition to catch it. I will try anyway. Well, yeah, you raise your defense. I'll throw a netball at you. Damn it! I hate when things shake 3 times and fail. It's the ultimate waste of time. Like that! Twice in a row it did that. At least it doesn't seem to have any water-type moves, or it's stupid as shit. There we go. 446. We're making progress. Bully of the sea. It's better than being known as Chicken of the Sea. I need to go change my boxes, and I need to go heal up from that Lenora fight. Alright, so Chili fought. Lenora fought. Berg fought. Elisa fought. Clay fought. Skyla fought. Bryson fought and lost. Still haven't beaten him. And then Iris fought and lost. But Iris wasn't the gym leader. Iris was the other one. So we might still have Drayden out there, and we might still have Crest and Silent out there. Which case, God help me. And hooray, I now have all the other boxes that I need. But yeah, I based on how some of her team members had Earthquake and others had Air Balloon, I swear that Lenora battle was probably supposed to be a double battle. It would not surprise me. All right. Reservations for a battle. I have my reservations about this battle. Baker Chris, it makes sense that this is not a manga trailer. It makes sense. Hey, this is not good. It resorted to immediate destruction. And there goes the XP. No, there doesn't go the XP. You fail. You've got bug moves, no question. You're probably, well, almost wouldn't be worth it for you to do that, but Baconator is my best response here. Deck it with a strength. Vespiquen is nice. Bug flying is such a bad type, though. I'm not saying that because bug is bad. I'm saying that, like, the typing is just... The weakness to rock and so many other, like, it's just... It's not good. Alright. That takes care of it. I really should see if I can get Baconator leftovers. I might have leftovers. Sure. Persianberry. Chestoberry. 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 So 3 Chestos and a Persian. Yes. Yes. That was easy. 3 of these guys wanted Chestoberries. Hooray! And a Lumberry. Very good. So yeah, I can do that every day if I want to. I don't think I want to, though. I do have leftovers. That's a better item than the shell bell. Alright. Why did the meat cross the bridge? To talk to the lady to heal his Pokemon. Thank you, ma'am. It might be to get to the other side. What the? Okay, this is my house now. I I own this house. Tentacool, huh? Alright, well, that's fun. I don't know where to get Tentacool, but I'm sure I can find it somewhere. Hey, come back here, you. He burped. A burping Crocorock. Why share soda pop with your Crocorock when you could share Gatorade? A 200-year-old bridge being old. Yeah, sure. That's definitely the New York mentality. Alright. I am now on the other side of the bridge. Who are you, another manga trainer? Still mysteries in the world. Go join Mysteries Inc. Blue! Okay, turn Blue into... Oh, that's right, Blue in the manga is a girl. Duh. I forgot about that. And yes, Blue in the manga definitely has a Wigglytuff. And a Clefable. I'm pretty sure I remember there was a scene in the manga where she was using her or disguising her Pokeballs as boobs or something. Ah, gravity. That's fun. That's how I remember that she had Jigglypuff and Clefable. Or Jigglypuff and Clefairy. I didn't remember that she had this thing, but... Also, it's kind of an iconic scene. Kind of. Blastoise! Hit that with an energy ball. Ooh, that did a lot. I was hoping you'd miss, but to be fair, gravity is in effect. And speaking of gravity being in effect... Oh, never mind. What do you mean, get my mind out of the gutter? Since when is my mind ever in the gutter? You thought I was going to use Thunder, didn't you? No. No. Energy Ball was more than enough at that low health. I am innocent, I tell you. Not the best Pokemon to have for this. You're probably gonna do that again, so I have an idea. Yep. I said it's an iconic scene. Like, wasn't she disguised as a member of Team Rocket or something? Juggernaut's probably going to be the first member of the team to hit level 100. See? I remembered the Clefable. Because of that scene. That and the Jigglypuff. I also remember a scene where, like, an Arbok gets sliced in half. And there are zombie Pokemon. That's not the only scene from the manga that I remember. But it is an iconic one. And Imposter, huh? Fuck. I have to deal with Juggernaut now. I think I chose the correct move. In a case of Juggernaut versus Juggernaut, of course the original would win. Do I have one of those? I do not! And I can instantly evolve that, too. That's a Leaf Stone. Thank you for catching on the first ball. Psychic Eggs. You were fine the first time. I don't need you anymore. Let's see, is there anything else interesting here? I'd love to catch one more. Zangoose, do I have that? I do. Damn it! Curse you, Zangoose the platypus. I do not have you. It's another bug. If memory serves, she and Volbeat are bug electric types in this game, which why the fuck they weren't in the first place is beyond me. They're lightning bugs. But if she's here, Volbeat's probably also here. See? Bug electric. It's another execute. I should go heal up and evolve my execute. The Volbeat's gotta be here. Chatot! Oh, I had that already. I love how Chatot's chatter was so broken in Gen 4. I think I have that already. Farfetch'd is good in this game. I'm pretty sure it's fighting flying. And it's got, like, a stat... Oh god, it's Arceus himself. And of course he got a stat buff just like everything else did. Or a lot of things did. Hi, Beaver. Come on, Volbeat, you gotta be here. That's the second Illumise before I found a Volbeat. Maybe it's not here. We'll see. Or maybe it's only in Shaking Grass or Doubles Grass. Who knows? Ah, yes. The Psychic Egg. Scrambled. Can get Volbeat. I am aware as long as you breed with Ditto. Or a Volbeat. But why do that when I can do this? Critical catch. Booyah. We now have 200 Pokemon remaining. And a decent chunk of them are still legendaries and mythicals and shit like that. And yeah, like I said, Bug Electric. That was the first Volbeat, yes. I believe now it's time to heal up, though, which I can do in this house. Oh, no, that was hardly my first crit catch. I got Shuckle. I've got Shuckle. I made a joke, you don't fuckle with the Shuckle. And you don't. Togetic. I do not have that yet. I might have Togepi. I'm pretty sure I have Togepi. But this would prevent me from needing to do a stupid trade evolution. Or not trade, happiness evolution. And again, it's something that I could instantly evolve with a stone that I already have. You've got recoil. Lovely. And I actually mean that semi-sincerely, because it will do little bits of chip damage to itself, which will make it slightly easier to catch. Last resort. Yes, this is my last resort, except it's not. It was my third resort. Alright. Less than 200 Pokemon remaining. We're over 2/3 the way there. The happiness Pokemon. Seeking kind-hearted people, yes. Double battle! I think I've got, yeah. At some point, I'm going to have to go through my boxes, see what I've got that evolves by stone that I haven't evolved yet. Well, the female Togetic is nice. But I don't need it. Yeah, no, we're fine. Nuzleaf, which I do not have and can evolve with a Leaf Stone. Man, this is great. Oop. This is fantastic. So not only did we battle 3 gym leaders today with Elisa, Berg, Lenora, we battled a whole heck of a lot of manga trainers today, and we caught a few Pokemon. Progress is being made on all fronts. Extra sensory, extra, fuck off. This is the one that evolves with the Leaf Stone. It doesn't seem to want to actually. At some point, once I get a member of the team to level 100, I'll just carry around the Gallade with the XP share so that the Gallade can just grow levels, and that's my false swiper. But I do want a team member to hit level 100 first. So that I'm not missing out on XP for someone that I plan on using for the remainder of the game. Roselia, already had you, but don't know about Rose Raid. Lombre, and we'll run around the grass for a little longer. Just a bit. Nah, we're just running in the lane. Lombre at this point. Got 2 good catches out of this grass, so I really can't complain. I can't. I'm going to anyway, because I still have 198 Pokemon left, but double battle. Well, got both of those now. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go heal up. I'm gonna go evolve some Pokemon that I can evolve now. And... well, okay. No, I'll heal up here at the bridge. I'm sure there's Pokemon in the water that I can catch that I haven't already. Like, I think even in the base game, Lapras is here. And I am pretty fucking sure I do not have Lapras. Tentacruel I do have already. Hiya, bud. Bye, bud. So let's heal up with you. See if there's any other manga trainers on this route. We still technically need red, green, diamond, and pearl. Ackman. Nope, I might have gotten all the trainers on this route. Alright, route on the other side of this I believe is Route 11. Which means we're finally almost back to Opelucid City. Leftovers! So now I have another thing of leftovers. Not that I plan on using that, but I swear there was somewhere in this underbridge that I could... Well, there's an item over here, so we'll grab the item. Calcium, which I don't really have a need for at this point, but I could sell it if I need to. Come on, Lapras. That's a Tentacruel again. What the Tentacruel? It's another Tentacruel. What, is the only thing in the water around here Tentacruel? That's just mean. I see Snowy's coming back literally just in time to cause chaos, like, right before I end the game. Snipper Whapper! Oh, joy! It's old bag time! And as old bag, I will have to be tsundere for the great and powerful Melly, who is wonderful and lovely and the best of the best of the best, and just so great and so lovely and so aromatic and so wonderful that we all love him very much. He would not have difficulty finding any Lapras on this route. He would have all the ease in the world, doing whatever he needed to do. And he'd have also found shiny Pokemon left, right, and center, and he wouldn't be almost 200 Pokemon away from completing his dex. He would have already completed his dex, because he's just so good at everything that he does. And he wouldn't have 16 defeats either. He'd have negative 100 defeats, because nobody can beat the great and powerful Billy. Because he's just too powerful and too cute. And nobody can deny that. Because if you try to deny that, I will call you what would I call you? An idiot, or a doofus, or a stupid snipper whapper for denying just how wonderful and great Millie is. The bestest of the bestest, and the cutest of the cutest, and just so adorable, and so fashionable, and so perfect with everything that he does, and everyone that he knows how wonderful and glorious and powerful and fantastic he is. And now it's time. So let me just show Jay a couple of things, because here's Illumise, and again you can see the moveset is Bug Buzz, Covet, Baton Pass, Tailwind, Tinted Lenses. It's not a bad Pokemon. Here's your Volbeat, so special attack and speed are pretty good. Prankster is not a bad move or ability, especially when you've got Baton Pass and Tailwind. And like I said, Bug Electric typing. They're good, but they're not as perfect as the wonderful and powerful Melee is. Speaking of, I have to actually start dealing with other Pokemon that I'm going to evolve. So, you silly snipper whappers, let's take that out of the party, let's put this in the party, let's make a mess. And start evolving some Pokemon, so that I can get a few more Pokemon before the end of today. Yes, Liquid Ooze. Liquid Ooze is, it's an ability, alright. Definitely an ability. Now, where are all my stones? You know who wouldn't have misplaced their evolution stones? Melly definitely wouldn't have misplaced his evolution stones. Because he's not an idiot. Like me. I am a stupid snipper whapper. I am the stupidest of stupid snipper whappers. Here's my leaf stone. I can use that on execute, and that should give me number 452. Definitely making some progress here, but again, Millie has already beaten me on every part of this competition because he's just so great and powerful and glorious and wonderful and definitely just such an absolutely wonderful person. And Execute evolved into Executor. Hooray! But it's not Millie's favorite, so boo! Now where's my shiny stone? Shiny stone, it's over here. Let's use that. And the Togetic. Also, I forgot to use a leaf stone on Nuzleaf because I'm an idiot. I'm always an idiot, but here's my Togekiss, and I'd love to Togekiss Melly, because he's just so glorious and so wonderful, and we all, or at least I, love him very much. Yes. It's just a natural thing to do, is loving Melly. In point of fact, I don't know how anyone could not love that wonderful and perfect Melly. Here's my leaf stone. There we go. You go evolve that Nuzleaf into Shiftry now. Yes. And that should be 454. A nice, decent number, but it's still a far cry away from from 649. We'll get there someday and catch up to my beloved Melly. But for now, I still have to be content with living in his shadow, as I always will. At some point, though, I'm gonna go check and see if there actually are any other Pokemon in my PC that I need to evolve or that I need to use stones on. I'm sure there are, and I just haven't done it, but I wanted to make sure that I remembered before I ended things off for today, because I am old. I have a horrible memory, and I can't trust myself to do anything right. I am and always will be a stupid. And that's just how things are. But Melly's certainly not stupid. Alright, that's enough of any of that. Team's coming around nicely. Juggernaut obviously got a few levels today because Juggernaut just killed. And we did some good exploration. Like, we do still need the Giant Chasm. We do still need Route 11. I think Route 11 is going to be what we do next. The Giant Chasm is going to lead us to Kyurem, which is not a bad thing. That's just going to be its whole... That's just going to be a whole thing. Literally, because it's a chasm. Haha, haha. Let's see. Yeah, village sandwiches. You're always confused, just like me. Did I already... What the fuck are you doing here? Well, I guess that means that Silent's hanging around somewhere too, as is Drayden. Well, and with it being this close to my end time, this is probably going to be the last thing that I do today. So I've got good news and I've got bad news. Let's blast that. Let's thunder that. And let's thunder punch that. Thank God for not missing, Jitterbug. You are amazing. And that pissed me off. And that pissed me off worse. Okay, but that's Shell Smash. So that Thunder Punch from Wanda is going to do a ton. Focus. Well, that assumes Wanda's going to get to hit anything. Yes, yes, you will. Alright. Alright. With your defenses down. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Lightning coming. Sure. Yeah, no way that's surviving. I think I'll be fine. You can survive this, guard mate. Nope. Well. Alright, to be fair, I've lost 2, he's lost 1. But 2 of his Pokemon are in low rank. Bada bing, bada boom. Probably should have actually focused on getting rid of Blastoise, but this is probably the smart thing to do. And Empoleon's down. Okay. This works. This works. Yeah, I'm wiping. Sure. Swampert. I have a solution to that, and there's Simipour. Alright, you. Strength, Blastoise. Energy Ball, Swampert. You. Acrobatics, Simipour. Well. Not phenomenal. This thing probably has something to deal with. Yeah. Wasn't enough, mind you. Thank you for the critical, Jitterbug. You are, again, amazing. That'll take out Blastoise, and it's 1 on 4, but God help me if it actually comes down to me needing Embor. You couldn't even take out Jitterbug. Good for you. You can't do nothing. You can't have nothing done to you, so you might as well not risking hitting. You're not risking missing with that, but it shouldn't matter because Juggernaut takes the... I'm sorry. What? Why did you suddenly go first? Doesn't matter, Acrobatics takes care of you. Fuck you. It might have had Unburden, actually. My disguise is that of a woman? Look different, that's the idea. Why are you all in disguise? That makes nonsense. Anyway, gonna heal up at the village bridge, and we'll continue with fucking Route 11 another time. Namely, next time. Please help me, ma'am. Alright. It's possible. Anyway. That's gonna do it for me for today. If you missed this stream or part of this stream, I will have it up on my YouTube channel over there eventually. Like I said, I got 2 weeks ago stream up, and then my Ace Attorney stream from a week and a half ago up. I need to get Monday's Ace Attorney stream up, last Wednesday's stream of this up, and then this up. I'm sorry, I'm slow. I'll try to get a bunch of shit done on Sunday, because I'm not going to be streaming in the morning. I will still be streaming over on my Twitch channel, which if you're on YouTube and you want to know where my Twitch channel is, it's over there. I go live Monday evenings, Wednesday evenings, Monday evening, Ace Attorney 5, Wednesday evening, Blaze Black. We're coming in sight. Like, again, we're on the other side of that 200 mark, so that's great as far as Pokemon caught. I will absolutely take it. You can normally catch me on Sunday mornings over on the Bulba Garden channel, streaming legitimate Pokemon content, namely Ultra Sun at the moment, but I will not be streaming there this upcoming Sunday, as I will be doing volunteer work with my father. You can catch other people on the Bulba Garden channel, such as Snowy, who was here this evening in voice chat and who's probably still watching right now after the chaos of the recent wheel spins. You can also catch Capspan, who will be live there tomorrow night. You can catch Dawning Winds there, although she was apparently not well enough to stream this evening, I would guess. But you can also find them on their own channels there. And then MCH, who was hanging out with me tonight, you can find on his own channel over there. We will be having, at some point in the near future, a karaoke night over on my Discord server over there. I have no clue what the fuck I'm going to sing during karaoke night, but I will sing something during my karaoke. Actually, I had an idea today for what I might sing on karaoke night. I just have to think about whether or not it's a good idea. We will see, but karaoke night soon on my Discord server, and that's also where I announce if last-minute changes to my schedule happen, such as this past Monday when I had to delay my stream by an hour because my wife was working in her sewing room. So if you do need updates, or if you do want updates on when shit happens, that's where you go. Alright, did I save? I did not save. That would have been horrible. So let's save the game. And, as always, speaking of rickrolling, I am Maniacal Engineer, and I'm never going to give you up. Never gonna let you down. Thank you all for watching, and God bless this mess. I'll see you back on this channel Monday evening. Probably on the Bulba Garden channel Saturday night, but we'll see. That depends on whether Dawning's streaming or not. Good night, everybody.